Okay, welcome. So we're doing the product part of our presentation. I'm going to share the screen. So what we said is we'll go through about a 20-minute presentation with you, and then we'll hear some fantastic testimony and invite you to stay around afterwards to learn how you can get the product at wholesale, and also how you can start to take advantage of this lifestyle opportunity and the global founder opportunity that we've just discussed. So we've been talking about this website that's not yet launched but is coming. I'm going to share my screen and show you the power of this website, because we're going to run our presentation right from the website and everybody can do this. So I'm going to share my screen with you and just go on to here. So hopefully you'll be able to see. So this is our beautiful vitawellnessglobal.com is our website. And as I said, it's not fully up yet, but there's a lot of sneak previews on here. So please jump on there afterwards and have a look around. If you go over here to Vitify NZ and just click on that page, what you'll get is the resources for our Australia and New Zealand distributors right now. So you can see upcoming events. This is obviously the one that we're doing right now, Opportunity in a Bottle. And then on Thursday, we've got Getting Started Essentials. So you can have a look at this in your own time. You can send invites out. There's beautiful promo materials. Here, where we've got interactive resources, this is just loading right now. But what we have is the Vitify product presentation, and this is the one we're going to run through right now. So all I do is I maximize the screen, and voila, I've got the presentation, and we're going to run through that right now with you.
Awesome. I'm picking, actually, Jen, can you just give me yes that you can see the biomass technology?
Yep, we see it perfectly.
Fantastic. Okay, for you people that are not aware of this particular incredible product, the biomass technology presentation. So we've got, the missing link. We're going to look at a brief science and tech and product and pricing. So welcome all of you. We're going to just run through a really quick legal disclaimer. The information is not intended to cure, treat, diagnose, or mitigate or prevent any disease. I think we're all very aware that this is kind of a standard thing. We have great support set up within Vitify to help. If you've got any really curly questions about your health and well-being and you want an expert to answer, we're not experts, okay? We don't claim to be. So utilize the people that are. We've got a medical advice there, so feel free. There's the email. We've got some incredible testimonial groups and great customer support. So we really do want to welcome you to something that is extraordinary. It's an industry first cutting edge natural technology. So I kind of word it as science is replicating nature, okay? And we'll show you that in a few minutes' time. So a product that really is truly disrupting the wellness industry. And I've heard that numerous amounts of times through my background. I've just very briefly, my background is in professional sport and business. So I was always very sort of privy, as well as Rebecca, to different products, and always heard disrupting the wellness industry. And I was like, yeah, this truly is, and it's actually remarkable. Okay, it is brand new to Australasia, launching in 2024. And so for you people that were here before, you understand that New Zealand is now open, and the Australasian market will be fully open in around July. So. But what we want to talk about is this incredible product, okay? So let's start with inflammation. We all know it. Unfortunately, we're all succumbed to it. It is the root cause of a myriad of chronic and acute health conditions. I mean, that's common knowledge, right? And it's a huge roadblock to well-being. It doesn't matter whether you go the conventional route or the alternative route. It's the same thing.
I'd love to add something in there too. Our beautiful Jen did like a home show. I think it was on the weekend, and apart from selling 70 bottles of product, she was talking to me about how she started conversations with people about inflammation. And basically it was, how is inflammation showing up in your body? And everybody knows, I kid you not, everybody understands how inflammation is showing up for them, what it's doing to their specific body and their circumstance. So there are so many ways that inflammation can show up, chronic inflammation or acute inflammation, but everybody knows about what inflammation is from their own direct experience.
So what we look at here is the pubmed.gov website. Because what we want to look at is, in terms of a product and what it is it scientifically researched? Because that's a question that generally most people will ask. And it was certainly one of the questions that I had in mind when this was shown to us. So PubMed.gov is an American National Library of Medicine. It is where a lot of clinical application is put down. You can access that yourself. Please write that website down. But the main thing that we wanted to that is discussed here is that almost now actually 23,000 studies, believe it or not, and the main thing that comes up is the poor bioavailability of things like curcumin, low solubility and low stability. So why is that? Because curcumin is actually what's called a lipid-based product. What's lipid? It's oily. So as the body is mainly water, and we all know if you put oil in water, it doesn't mix very well. So just to give you a basic kind of understanding. And as a result, most of the curcumin that you'll take, is upward of 90% gets excreted out. Okay, I was really unaware of this. So a lot of the science points to that. Okay, so it's not us saying it; the science points to that. But there is hope, and because this is your new slide.
Yeah, so this is actually a slide that we added in today at the request of one of our amazing teamies who is a naturopath and whose wife is I think she might be a biochemist, but they've been doing a lot of study with this product and also the effects, with microscopy, blood analysis and things like that. And this study is particularly informing about the effects of curcumin, and it is found on PubMed. There's the links to it. And actually, when you go onto our website and you look at this presentation, you can click on this document and it will take you to the PubMed article, and you can click on these images and they will open up. I won't do it now because we don't want to take too much time, but basically you can get all the information. So that's what we mean about interactive. These slides are all interactive. Anything that's underlined here, you can click on and it's going to take you somewhere. So this study, there's a quote from the study. This agent, we're talking about curcumin, has been shown to regulate numerous transcription factors, cytokines, protein adhesion molecules, redox status, and enzymes that have been linked to inflammation. So this is really, really striking. So you would do well to have a read of this document. And there's, as we've said, there's so many thousands now of articles. What you can use PubMed for is use the search bar and type in curcumin and fill in the blank, whatever it is that you're looking at, your particular health condition or a particular type of study that's been done around that. But look at this, potential therapeutic effects of the curcumin, the anti-inflammatory agent against neurodegenerative, cardiovascular, pulmonary, metabolic, autoimmune, and neoplastic diseases. What a title. So this is what we've got in our hands. And as Serge was saying, up until now, the limiting factors or the limited clinical application of curcumin has been that it has not been able to be effectively absorbed into the body like it was doing in clinical studies. And so we have solved the number one problem in the supplement industry with our technology, which is absorption and bioavailability, and the number one problem in health, which is inflammation. So we're super excited to share with you what that looks like now.
Yeah, so as Rebecca said, the technology now is about overcoming what the studies were showing. Okay, so obviously, at the scientific level, they've got the ability to do and create incredible environments in that area, but that we don't have. Now we do. So biomass technology, this is an animation of what this is. Again, it's called obviously nanotechnology. We've all heard about it. Now, what's amazing about this is what nature does naturally. Nature will always reduce something to nanoscale in order for the body to be able to absorb it. Okay, so it's wonderful to see that, when someone says, oh, is it nanotechnology, it's all scientific. No, it's not necessarily. It's actually what nature has created. We've now come to the point with this technology that people can now have access to this. So all those wonderful things that science says, we can now have access to that.
And I'll just add there too, what what reducing, some people fear nanotechnology and they've had negative associations with it, or, the media, whatever. Simply nanotechnology in this context means taking the active component of turmeric, which is curcumin, taking the curcumin metabolites out of the turmeric, which is organically grown, non-GMO, non-toxic, and reducing them in size to nanoscale. So 1/1,000,000th of a human hair is 1 nanometer. We've been able to, the German tech company that we work with has been able to reduce the curcumin metabolites to 30 nanometers. And what that means is the body doesn't have to do that work. And as soon as it touches your tongue or is in your coffee or tea or in a capsule, it gets into the bloodstream immediately, and within 5 minutes is in 95% of the cells in the body. That's profound. So that's why we're having such remarkable results with this product, because of the nanotech. And not only that, is it's coated and covered and protected in a micelle, which again emulates the body. That's what the body does to transport nutrients around the body, is to protect it in micelle structures. So micelle structures are normal, natural structures. And again, our product is completely natural. And only the curcumin metabolite enters the cells, including brain cells, because it's small enough to cross the blood-brain barrier, tissues in the body, etc.
And this is the solution that's been solved. Okay, so just coming off the back of what Rebecca has just said, is that now it offers kind of unparalleled absorption and bioavailability, which has been the #1 problem. Because from my experience, I was very unaware of this. I thought, you can just take curcumin in terms of, let's say, a tablet or powder form at a health store or so forth, which I've done in the past, not realizing that really that doesn't really have a good effect, toward the body. And this is science. This is not me telling you this. This is what science is telling you. And as I said before, upward of 90% of what you would take, say, with a tablet is excreted out of the body within the matter of about, a couple of hours.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Our product has the ability to stay within your system and have the benefits for upward of 24 hours. And this is all science backed as well, which I'll cover very briefly soon.
Yep, unbelievable. So there's a little bit of a disparity there between the bioavailability in men and women, just because generally men metabolize faster. But the average between the men's rate and the women's is about 185,000% is the average. So you could say this product is 185 times. So it's 18,000% more bioavailable than the average product that you could have access to. So here's a demonstration of that. So on the left, you've got native curcumin, so curcumin powder, and you can see that it's just not compatible with the water because it's a naturally lipid, oily-based substance. So there's no way of dispersing, and particularly if the particles aren't nano-sized, there's no way that they can get into, so there's no intracellular activity. So you would find that if you took some powder or tablets like that, 90% of it would be excreted out of your from your digestive tract. It just would not make it through to the bloodstream. So our unique formula obviously is an absolute dream. So levels of effectiveness never before seen. And again, as Serge mentioned, science-backed. So we've got lots of studies. We've got a whole science library available on Telegram if you're a sciencey person, with all the bits and bobs about what it does and how it's been studied, and the safety, not just the safety of the product itself, but also that it's that there are no heavy metals, that it is non-toxic. We've got all of those types of studies available. So nothing to be concerned about. Very few ingredients, literally just 3 ingredients in the product. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
It's not often that you would get a supplement that is science-backed. And we do have some alliances and certifications that you can read if you so wish. We're one of 6 companies to hold a patent for nanotechnology in natural medicine. And you can see things there that if you're familiar with things like halal, it's got allergen-free, GMO-free, and so forth.
Yeah, we love that it's non-toxic and you really can't take too much of it. And actually you don't need to take that much of it at all for it to be highly effective. So We do feel it's the missing link because the number one problem in the supplement industry, as we touched on, is poor absorption of nutrients that come in supplement form. So you can be spending buckets of money on supplements that your body is not really able to utilize, and you'll usually know that when you excrete them out. But with ours, you'll see the color of it, but you'll know that nothing changes color. So that really means that you're uptaking all of the good stuff. Low cost, really low cost. We'll talk about that in just a second. Very high impact and non-toxic. I found personally there's about 3 categories of people when they start taking this product. There's the category that will see a result within 3 days, 1 to 3 days, and have a profound result. The next category is usually about 2 weeks in, and then the third category would be a bit longer. So it might be 1 to 3 months by the time they have cellular turnover. But it really depends on the state of your own body, what your body prioritizes, and how it can best utilize this incredible curcumin, which has been around for centuries as such a powerful natural medicine. So easy to consume. We'll share that with you. And as we said, 18,000% more bioavailable. So what we love to say, and we're getting more and more compliant, the closer we are getting to opening officially in the market here, we want to protect our product. We want to be compliant. We don't want to make health claims. We don't want to be talking about this like it's a therapeutic, because it actually is not. It is a dietary supplement. How exciting for us that we can have these types of support results with a dietary supplement. But what we can say is that it supports healthy inflammatory response. And we're going to give you some examples. If you're squeamish, please turn away, because there are some little bit graphic, some of these before and after images, because they deal with wound healing. You might find that might be a bit much, but we feel it's important because actually all 3 of these photographs are people in our team, and most of the next lot are also people in our team as well. So from sports performance and recovery to improve sleep, energy, mental clarity, and immune support, we promote well-being for the whole family. So we're just going to let this little video run, and won't say too much about what's what, but you can get the idea yourself. Topically amazing as well. So we talk about inflammation, immune support, and regeneration as being the 3 key things that will benefit from taking this product.
When you start to sort of get it, it's like taking your life back, what we hear from most people. And you say some of the imagery is pretty sort of intense, but this is what we will deal with. And obviously pets you'll see there, that's great for pets. And going on, I'm sure Jennifer's probably put it up already, the Disruptive Wellness website, where you can go and you can read where some of these people's stories and the impact of the product on their lives and on some pets as well.
Yep. And we'll just touch on that now. That's Disruptive Wellness. There are a few written testimonies there that are examples of compliant testimonies, but we have thousands of user experiences on Disruptive Wellness. Use the search bar, as we said, the search icon there to scroll through, and make use of that as a tool, not just for yourself, but for others. I mean, if you come across something and you think, oh my God, I need to tell such and such about this because they've suffered with such and such for so long, please don't hesitate to, share this with them, because it's relatively unknown. We're literally just opening the market here. So we need people championing the product as well to really help people get these health benefits that we're seeing. This is life-changing stuff. It changed my life, and that's why I'm so passionate. It changed my mother's life. That's why she's so passionate. It changed my fiance's life. That's why he's so passionate. Pretty much everybody who comes on our calls is passionate about the product. So easy, 10 drops a day is the maintenance amount. And that looks like 1/2 ml. So that's 1/3 of a dropper. So rather than counting out the drops if you don't want to, just fill it up to 1/3. As long as the water's not boiling, as long as it's a little bit below 100 degrees and above freezing, it's fine. It will be, dispersed really beautifully. So room temperature is fine as well. For children, 1 drop per year of age up until 10, and then it's just the regular. And then for pets, except for horses, because they're so heavy, and I suppose other cattle, 1 drop per 4 kilos in water or food is fine. And as you've seen, pets respond so well. And we have so many stories about people saving money on vet bills because they respond very, very quickly to this technology. So simple, simple, simple. Here are the products that we've been talking about. So we've got only 3 products in our product suite. And at the moment in New Zealand and Australia, only 2 are readily available. So that's Nanofy, and that is curcumin and vitamin D3. So that supports your body, a healthy response to inflammation. It helps with oxidation, intestinal challenges, and overcomes the lipid absorption barrier. This is what you need to really understand. If you're talking to somebody and you say to them, have you ever heard of turmeric? They'll all say yes. And if you say, are you taking any? And they'll either say, yes, I am, or I should be. You could say, have you heard of curcumin? That's the active component of turmeric. We have a product that we're bringing into New Zealand or Australia that is 18,000% more bioavailable than probably what you're taking. Would you be prepared to have a look at it? Trial some. It's a very easy conversation to have because it's a commodity. People know about this. You're not selling something brand new to people that have never heard about it. Curcumin Plus is an advanced formula. It has extra vitamin C and ginger in it. So it's exactly the same formulation with a little bit of a kick. Great for extra immune support, intestinal support. And we find this product particularly good for mental health. We've got lots of reports with people who have normally experienced, things like PTSD, anxiety, depression, finding that this is a real complement for them to their regime. So we love both. We take both. We don't. Some people will have a favourite, but And lastly, we've got Symbiofy, which is an incredible product. This at the moment is not available in New Zealand unless you contact customer support directly and ask them to ship you some Symbiofy and pay the international shipping. You can do it that way. It is a pre-probiotic symbiotic product. So it has the really strong colony-forming units of good bacteria, but it also has the food in it to keep that bacteria thriving when it's in the environment. And the combination of good gut health, and good anti-inflammatory support is second to none in your basic wellness regime. So, once you start getting gut health improvements, because 95% of your serotonin is produced in your gut, so much of your immune system is produced in your gut. When you've got better absorption, digestion, and assimilation, you know that you're going to start having whole wellness improvements. So curcumin is going to also activate your liver and detox pathways. So if you have any detoxing, you can cut down, you can, back it off a little bit, you can increase, you can take 5 drops a day up to 30, 50, whatever you like. So it's a food, it's nothing to be sort of scared of.
This is what's beautiful about you coming we fit in with these incredible product line in the Vitafy opportunity is you can have wholesale or retail options. Now, at the moment, we are putting this as USD because that's how it has to stay for now. So at a wholesale, you can get the Nanofy for $25 US, the Curcumin Plus for 30, Symbiofy for 20, but as Rebecca said, it's not available here right now. Now, retail-wise, as you can see there, you can retail the Nanofy for 50 US and the Curcumin Plus at 60. So that's a very healthy retail margins, and actually more so. I know I was in the sort of retailing supermarket sector, and we weren't getting margins like that. Okay, so if you think that you don't have to carry a lot of stock holdings and so forth, but you can have access to these groundbreaking new products at as Rick said before, actually a really good price. So pretty much you're making around 100% retail markup on those if you choose to retail it.
Yep, great. And certainly just buying wholesale for yourself at getting half price. And I can't believe still how reasonably priced this product is, considering what it allows people to, what sort of quality of life it allows people to get back to. So would you choose wholesale or retail? Of course, it's your choice. Where there will be a 30-day money back guarantee. So if anybody's not happy with the product after 30 days, they just contact customer support, ask for a form to refund or return. And we've not ever had that happen, but in case, and pay to have it shipped back, and then there's a refund. So there's no risk. We love that there are no risk, only rewards. So if you decide that you want to be a wholesale user only, or you want, if you might have a clinic or a health food store, or you're interested in doing markets or expos, great. You could retail the product and make a really healthy retail margin, or you can do a bit of all of the above. So it's the most flexible, people-centered plan I've ever seen, because really the owners have a vision for wellness for the world. So we love that. So we'll leave you with the last slide here, which is how to order. Stick around, please, for the next part of our little presentation to find out how to get a wholesale account set up for yourself and save 50%. If you're happy to retail or just try the first bottle, please just chat to the person who invited you to hear about it. They will have a website with a shop on it. And if they live in New Zealand, if you live in New Zealand, you'll be able to order right now and have it delivered to you in 2 or 3 days. If you're in other parts of the world that are open, fantastic, you can do the same. If you're in Australia, you will need to buy from your contact. So we'll just come back to the screen here. And
The only question that we've really got is around the SynBioFi not yet being approved here. And I answered in the chat basically saying we're in the process of applying for the Ministry of Primary Industries and the New Zealand Ministry of Health approval for SynBioFi, and we already have these approvals for curcumin. Do you have anything to add?
I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I can't see an issue whatsoever. It's all natural ingredients. It's all ingredients that they'll be more than aware of, but it takes time. We've been very, very fortunate here in New Zealand with helping Vitify get regulatory approval here through MPI. So we've got no issues with the Nanofy and the Curcumin Plus. Australia is going through their process at the moment through the TGA. So we're very lucky in that department. So SynBioFi hopefully, can't give a specific time, but
we heard about they thought maybe about 6 months before it was actually available from the soft launch. So that will fit just around about the launch time or just after, but we haven't had any more word on it. I'm sure it will become available because it's a really popular product. I think it's because it's got a lot of ingredients in it, a stack of ingredients. I mean, some of the just beautiful stuff with the prebiotic formulation, and then of course you've got the really strong, potent probiotic. So we'll keep you all up to date about it. But if you do want some, most of us have it, and I'm probably happy to sell you some.
Awesome.
And so fantastic. Any other quick questions before we?
We're doing well, actually.
We're doing well for time, and people are sticking around, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just a comment to say about the SynBioFi, because it's more and more become evident and more attention being paid to the gut-brain connection. So if your gut is not working properly, your brain isn't working properly either. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what we forgot to do is get some testimonies? We probably should, just a couple.
I wondered why we were so ahead of time.
Yeah, that's why, exactly, because we just raced through the presentation. We love to, especially for the new. Is there anybody brand new still on the call? We've got a couple. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, we do have a few.
I'd love for some people, just some really quick testimonies about either self or loved ones, close people, please. And just if you haven't, because you wouldn't have seen the product probably if you're brand new, this is the packaging. It's really small. So for those of you that are brand new, you can have this in your purse, in your bag, in your pocket. You can post it in the mail. It's cheap to post, and it's got this great robust container, which does not crush. And then the bottle itself is, this is Nanofy, so it's much darker, and it's pretty easy. You usually just squeeze it first, and then, you can just put it in your beverage. If you don't want to take it, they don't like the taste, or you're worried about it, put it in capsules. Just buy some empty capsules from Chemist Warehouse, put 10 drops in, and away you go, just swallow that. So
All right.
how
Let's
much do
do.
you,
Oh,
Hygiene, how much do you sell? What was that one? 70 bottles.
Oh, yep. So when I was at the market, I went oftentimes for the Wanaka AMP show, especially. That's when I had that kind of large volume bottle selling. 40,000 people went through those gates in 2 days. Several of them passed my table, and I said, "Hi, would you like to try some?" So I did a 10% show special, which matched our 10% off when people buy three. They get 10% off per our website, and that encourages the 90-day trial, which is, by the way, really helpful because our entire volume of red blood cells, Rebecca and Sergio taught me, is replenished in 90 days. And that means that by the 90th day, if daily people have taken the Curcumin Plus or the Nanofy, every single part of us has been touched by a very high impact, completely natural anti-inflammatory. And for that reason, then our normal natural regenerative healing mechanisms that we're designed with have a chance to actually regenerate us.
Mm.
So I also did some specials of 10% off just a single bottle instead of the group of three to match that show special that is kind of a little bit traditional for lots of vendors there. Thanks.
Thanks, Jen.
amazing. Amy, you. Sorry.
Yeah. I think
Amy,
so.
you've got your. Now, obviously, when it comes to sharing a testimonial, I know we've got to try and keep it compliance that don't kind of state what is sad. This is the world we live in, folks. So, yeah.
So I've been on the product since May and have had discomfort in my fingers for quite a few years. One was due to an injury, but otherwise, I guess, old age. And I've had a sore back since I was a teenager. Don't know why, just had all sorts of problems. It worked really fast for me. I probably felt the effects, the benefits on the second day. I woke up and normally I would have to get out of bed by putting my elbows on my knees and pushing myself up. And on the second or third day, I just jumped out of bed, which was crazy. The discomfort in my fingers took a little bit longer, but I don't have any pain anymore. And at one point in my working life, I was a groundsman for my business. We run an arborist company, and I stupidly tried to move a big chunk of wood with my heel, and that created me all sorts of problems. I was limping around for probably a few years every time I took my steel cap boots off, and I didn't even realize that my pain in my heel had gone. It just disappeared, which is, I always encourage people that are trying to take this product to fill out the customer care checklist that you guys created and sent through, because there are things that you won't realize that have changed. My partner has also taken it. That was the main reason why we were taking it, and he suffers from a mental health condition. And the change in him has been unbelievable, really. Like, it has calmed him. He's able to make better decisions. He doesn't get to sleep faster because he has to do all sorts of meditation and stuff to slow his brain down. But when he is asleep, he's sleeping deeper and he's sleeping longer. And he wakes up sometimes bouncing off the walls because he has had sleep that he's never had before.
And how much is he taking? Just curious.
It differs. It depends on what's going on in his life. But usually half a dropper, morning and night, because I really encourage him, being a distributor, we get that wholesale price. So I encourage him to take as much as he feels he needs to. And the only other, well, there's lots of things I could say about it, but I was having a massage about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it was quite a long one. And he decided to go for a walk because we were in town and he was waiting for me. And he walked from one side of town to the other. Now, that's probably about 14, 15 kilometers. He was in street shoes, not sneakers. And when I got back to the car, he was lying in the seat. And I was like, oh, this doesn't look good. What's going on? And he said, oh, I've just been on a really long walk and my sciatic is playing up. Now, Nick is an arborist. He climbs using harnesses and ropes. And the last time he had sciatic pain, he was off work for a whole week. And that means no income for us. So when he said he had this pain, I was like, oh my God, here we go. He came home. He took a full dropper and probably about another half a dropper. So quite a lot of product. But woke up the next day and didn't have any pain and went to work.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I mean, we've had really great results with it. And
Love it, love it.
yeah, it's a product that we will never stop taking.
And that's what most people who are getting results say. And this is why we know there's a big market for it. And also how much it's really helping and how simple it is. A lot of people are saving money in lots of other ways by taking this product. So, you know, when you're weighing up the benefits to why you should start trying it, share it around, they're just, you know, extensive.
Impactful, right? I mean,
Yeah,
wow.
if I get pushback on price, I just go like, what's
Compared to
$100
what?
for house,
compared
right?
to
Like,
what?
yeah, exactly.
And we love that because a lot of people will say, well, how much is it? And we'll say, would you like to pay retail or wholesale? They'll say, how much is it retail? We'll say it's $99 for Curcumin Plus and $89 in New Zealand for Nanofy. Okay. How much is it retail? I'll say about half. Let me get it. Sorry, wholesale. Let me get it wholesale. So
Yeah.
it's not difficult.
Amazing, Amy. That's fantastic. I mean, it's one of the things that excites us from the time we started to now is listening to, you know, the benefits for people getting their life back. I know everyone here has shared something, or not everybody, but most people here that have been around for, you know, a handful of months has got something wonderful to share. Hence why they're still here.
Yeah.
And they want to change as many lives as possible. And that's the sort of the again, that foundation to the business is this incredible product and what it can do for people.
And occasionally we get a man show up like Andy.
Andy.
2 men.
Yeah.
There might
Yeah, hey you guys. Yeah, definitely one for the guys. And I really enjoyed that story from you, Amy, about your husband with the sciatica, because that's what I get. Incredibly painful, not a nice thing to deal with, and I get flashbacks. I get flare-ups every now and then, and I put myself on 40 drops for 2 to 3 days, and it's gone, completely gone.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'll carry on with that for a couple of weeks, and until I feel okay, and then I'll drop back to the maintenance dose. But yeah.
That's
Fantastic.
really
Totally with you guys on that one, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, good to know.
Sure.
Actually. So yeah, it's really flexible about how much you take and whether you take it morning or night.
Yeah.
I know that just
I'm-
carries around 3 drops on the tongue at the onset of a headache or migraine or discomfort in the head. I don't
Yeah,
know. Let me just say that compliantly. Isn't
I'm yet to get back to you guys with my MRI results. I was supposed to go back into the hospital the other day, but I got a message from them saying my physiotherapist was crook, so I couldn't go in. So they've scheduled another appointment for later on next month. I'll wait until I get those pictures back and results, and we'll put everything together and see how it's all going. But yeah.
we have
Thanks.
an
Amazing.
awesome thanks Andy of photos, before and after photos of all kinds of things on our global hub on Facebook, and also that will be on our website soon. So we're going to get into the sticking around.
I would love to sit here and listen to this testimonials or stories or whatever you want to call them for the rest of the evening, but we know some of you have invested quite a bit of time. So
Manny, for those of you who are brand new, if you're really wanting to hear about the wholesale, we do this every single Monday night. So what are you doing? It's sharing the wrong screen. Okay, so we're sharing the screen again. We're back to our website, beautiful website. And here we're going to go into our lifestyle opportunity presentation. So simply just maximize. And I'm just telling you this because a lot of you will be able to use this straight away and start sharing with people, start educating yourself, thinking, what was that about that slide? You can just go back and revisit it. Simple.
Yeah, so for the new people are here, this is the support we do on a Monday as well. If you were here earlier on about the Global Founder opportunity, that's something that we will do as a recap on a Monday, and then more training about the opportunity on a Thursday. So there's a lot of support here for you, but some people like to go out and do it for themselves. So why we call it a lifestyle opportunity, not a business one, right? So lifestyle, the typical way of life of an individual, group, or culture. I think that's such an apt thing, and an opportunity is a good position, chance, or prospect for advancement or success. So what a great way to term this next part of it. Okay, so the ideal 21st century lifestyle. This is generally where things have changed, especially in the last sort of few years. Is what we want to look for is obviously access to good health and wellness and healthcare, have great family well-being, actually contribute, and this is one thing that we did cover before about contribution. What would you want to leave as a legacy? And then the time and the money choice. Okay, so this is what this kind of business structure will start to offer, and this is what we feel is moving more into the 21st century lifestyle. I mean, that's not a secret. The obviously huge influences on that at the moment is rising costs of everything. I mean, we're all privy to those things. Poorer health, not to get into a huge discussion about it, but we've all seen it. The stresses of day-to-day life has had poorer health for people. But there's obviously infinite possibilities as well that come with that, because with the changes in cultures and in economies and so forth, offers possibilities, and this is where we feel that we are at the moment. So it gives us that opportunity for advancement and the ability to make choices that will impact our lives and that of our family. So we do offer legitimate solutions. So solution in a bottle, as we saw before. What a wonderful product, and I wish we could have carried on with a lot more testimonials. Flexible rewards, so you get a lot of perks for sharing. What we call the side gig, right, or the online global enterprise. I'll cover that very briefly soon. Wellness benefits and lifestyle benefits. So create your own opportunity, okay? Create solutions for your family and your community. That's what's on offer. So we did cover before about corporate partners, but for you people that weren't on the call before, the founders of the Vidify company is Shane and Laura Brady. Shane has extensive over 2 decades of experience in the supplement industry. One of the reasons why they took this opportunity on was as a legacy for their family. But secondly, he was very disappointed in what he saw in the supplement industry, where some products were basically put out to market on hype. And what's beautiful about this is that this product is brought to the market by science. Okay, so that's very rare. And as an opportunity, we are in a position where hypergrowth is on our doorstep with Asian markets, obviously Australasia being formally open in about July, and Asian markets towards the end of the year and beyond. And there's lots of other countries to come. So it's always a good thing when we're looking at an opportunity is who we're partnered with. In terms of market projections, local shipping in New Zealand is available. We've been so fortunate for that. So really you can get your product within about 2 or 3 day period. Australia is looking at about July. And as I said, the Asian market in about probably more, I would say Q4. They say Q3. So that means quarter, the last part of the year. Now, currently we have some open markets, which is the USA, South America, with countries like Dominican Republic, Mexico, and Colombia, and Europe. And we're establishing a presence in Canada in a pre-launch phase. So huge scope and huge opportunity. So we did see this before about future sales forecasts, about looking to forecast around $100 million plus, I would say, by 2025. And this is a very realistic opportunity, because heading into the Asian market with such great scope. And for those of you that missed it, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, and the Philippines are on the hit list for the Asian market. So growth is kind of imminent. It's a case of how much of that pie would you like. So the 2024 entrepreneur opportunities. So it's about customer acquisition. So the model, I'm going to cover soon about why this model of this kind of selling is actually about to change, and it's actually about to benefit us really positively, actually. And also the opportunity to build residual wealth. So what's that? It's obviously making money while you sleep. And who doesn't want that? I mean, if you're in a job, which we've all had or have, you're kind of beholden to, the amount of work, the amount of hours, and that's all you're paid, right? When you're sleeping, you don't get paid, unless you have obviously investments. So residual wealth is a great opportunity with this kind of business model. And the foundership, which we covered before, and we really implore you to sort of look at the global founder opportunity seriously if you weren't on the call before. So what I said before about customer acquisition, the e-commerce or gig economy. So what's gig economy? What they call a side gig. So if you do have your own business currently, or you have your own, you're an employee, you have a job, and you want that little bit extra, that's the what they call a side gig economy. So sort of an online presence, okay? But this is where it gets super interesting, because this is based off some legitimate legal changes that are going to affect this style of selling very, very soon. I would imagine probably within the next couple of years. So as a model, we want to look at here is 1923 to 2023. It was a $190 billion industry. Just to give you some roundabout figures, by 2030, that looks to increase to about 330 billion. And then 2040, about 90% of consumer sales will be in e-commerce. So what's that? It's online sales. Why is that? Okay, it's because we can provide consumers sort of service that you wouldn't get at a normal store. Okay, so Amy said it before, actually giving somebody a customer care guide so that they can sort of keep track of where they're at and so forth. You don't get that at a chemist. Normally you just walk in and grab a bottle and see you later, okay? But it's about taking care of a customer. And this is something that as a resource we offer, okay? So a real big opportunity. Do you want to add anything there that I've missed?
Just with the customer care, I mean, you also wouldn't get the opportunity to walk into a chemist and say, could I get this at wholesale? Or could I actually, share this and could I share this and also make back some of my investments so that I could get my product for free, or start building, a lifestyle opportunity. So this is why this is such an incredible, prospect for everybody. So we have the ability to service customers now in New Zealand and Australia too, just not via the website just yet. So we're moving into residual wealth, so this is again something that we have been blessed with at this point in our lives, in our 50s. And we really saw this when we went away at Christmas time, when we were able to just go away for a holiday and really switch off, and the business was running and thriving, and it's just the most incredible blessing. So teamwork is how we build residual wealth, and I love that sort of fair and equitable model. You put in and you get out of it what you're putting in, and how much you're prepared to help and serve other people is pretty much a direct reflection of what the possibilities are and what the scope is. So passive income, as Serge said, we earn passive income from bonuses and commissions, starting from your very first week in, as an entrepreneur. And long-term passive wealth is truly based on team effort. So there are a couple of sort of ranks or levels. We have clusters of definitions here. So we have entrepreneurs, business owners, executives, and ambassadors. At this point, there's no ambassadors in Vidify. So there are quite a few executives, and everybody starts at an entrepreneur level and just sort of sets the stage for themselves with their team and what they're prepared to do to help and support and train people. So of course, group volume grows and you get paid on group volume. We'll touch a little bit on that. We won't go too deeply because we don't want to overwhelm anybody, but we talked about the global and regional foundership opportunity for quite some time before this. So again, 5.5%, so 0.5% of all Australasian sales go to shared up between regional founders, so that's premier rank and above, and 0.5% of global sales annually get shared up between the diamonds and above. And so you're looking at exponential growth and expansion there. Trips, we covered this too, incentives trips. We're just about to go to Santorini. We chose not to go to Prague. We could have, but the time lag between Prague and Venice and Santorini was a little bit too long for us to be away from, mainly from our granddaughter, to be fair. But you know, this is like 3 or 4 trips every single year with Vidify, and some of them are fully paid for 2 people. So all expenses, including flights from as far away from everywhere as New Zealand. I'm an Aussie, but I know how much that extra 3 hours adds on to a flight. So we couldn't ask for more. So the nuts and bolts, how to get started, that's what everybody's here to find out. So if you decide, it's really a choice between being a customer, maybe a retailer and or a distributor. So if you want to be a customer and just purchase the product at retail, please get back to the person who shared it with you. And they can help you, or they can help you set up an online wholesale account as well for 50% off. So for retailers and distributors, let's get into that now. So if you want to be either a retailer and or a distributor, why not do both is what I say. You need to set up an online wholesale account. And with that, you get a website and a virtual office that's personalized for you. So you can send anybody to your personal website around the world in any open country and generate business for yourself. People can purchase off your website as a customer or can sign up within your team as a distributor, and you'll get the benefits of both. You get wholesale discounts, of course, retail profits, weekly bonuses, monthly commissions, and you're really building a support system and a legacy. You know, this is a saleable, willable, and transferable asset that you're building in your business. So everything is included, including optional participation in a rewards plan, which is the bonus and commission structure. So here are the starter kits. So when you do want to start as a wholesaler or as an entrepreneur, you must purchase one of these 3 kits. So we have a kit 250, which is really what we call a personal use kit. It contains 9 bottles of product, so 4 Nanofy and 5 Curcumin Plus. With that comes a $60 referrer's commission called a startup bonus, paid to the person who referred you, and they would get that commission paid the following week. And so would you if you referred anybody to purchase the kit 250. The recommended retail value of that is $500 USD. So of course, when you purchase this product, this pack, you can on-sell it if you like. You've got all of that stock that you can get working for you. You can share it, you can use it, you can have it for months' supply, months and months for family. And these are the prices for the 250 kit down the bottom. So in the US, and also what is down there are the inclusions. So every market is slightly different. And at the moment we're in New Zealand, we're talking a lot about New Zealand market. You'd be paying $300 US for that plus GST, including the shipping. If you're in Australia, you get slightly, including shipping, $349 US, including shipping. Okay, so the next one up is the 500 kit. And I would implore you, if you're looking to get involved in any significant way, it would be this kit or the next one up if you can manage it. Because for duplication's sake, it just makes everything easier and more, I would say more lucrative actually. So you get there's a $120 commission for this kit. And this kit contains, in New Zealand, 18 bottles of product. So you're getting 9 Nanofy and 9 Curcumin Plus. Whereas in the US, you're getting some SynBioPhy in there. In Australia, you're actually getting 11 of each product. So it's a little bit more expensive, but you're getting better value, and it includes extra qualifying volume. So don't be confused. Just figure out which market you're coming from, and you can always come back and have a look at this. But this is a great option. The recommended retail value of this one is close to $1,000 USD, which is almost double, not quite, but getting up there for Australia and New Zealand. So you've got a lot of product, and so you're certainly not losing out by the time you take a few bottles for yourself, make sure that your loved ones have a bottle each, and then you can start to retail the rest, or send them out as I did in the beginning as gifts and get people getting the results and then joining your business that way. And the one we all love is the 1250 kit. It's the executive kit. If you're really serious, you want to make a sort of an impact and get started in the right way, this is a big statement to make, to invest, you know, what is it, $2,200 probably roughly of New Zealand dollars into a 50 bottle kit. You're really making a statement that you plan to do big things with this product, and you believe in it. So this sort of duplication, there's a really generous $250 commission paid on this kit. So as a hypothetical example, if you purchase this kit or you purchase a 250 kit, it doesn't matter. But if you're referring people and they purchase this kit, you will get $250 USD paid every single Wednesday for each one of those kits that you refer. You'd get $120 for the 500 kit and you would get $60 for the 250 PB kit. So it doesn't actually matter where you come in, you get the same amount of commissions paid to you. It's just about, you know, you can never really have too much product because everybody wants it. It walks out the door. You know, we currently have a stock that's been paid back to us of about 300 bottles here because we loan out a lot to our distributors as well to keep them going while they're waiting for orders, etc. So what great value, about $4,500 worth of value in New Zealand dollars in this kit. Okay, so why would you think about retailing? Here's a couple of very quick examples for retailing. You've got the prices of the products down the bottom, so wholesale retail margin. So it's about 100% markup. Now, in this example, if you had 10 customers ordering 2 bottles of Nanofy a month, you're looking at a USD $500 a month profit. That's pretty good as a side gig. If you had 1 customer a week, every single week for 52 years, a new customer that you shared the product with, and they bought 1 bottle a month, each one of those customers rebuying once a month, but you're adding a new customer every week, you're looking at almost $50,000 New Zealand in profit in a 12-month period. So, you know, from the retail perspective, I've never seen a product that can move this fast and pay so much. And, you know, repeat business is when people love it and they're getting these results, they're going to want to buy it. So whether they're buying from you at retail or wholesale, either way, it's fine. You still benefit and so do they. Okay. So just quickly go back to that slide because down the bottom it says 50% of your customers and teams retail wholesale volume goes into your business tree. So you're actually making 50% on the retail and then half of the wholesale actually goes into your business tree and you get paid on that as well. So we won't go into that, but this is what we mean. It's unbelievably generous. In terms of distributor bonuses, long-term, residual and generational bonuses, this is what it looks like. Again, we'll just cover that first one. That rank advancement bonus is anywhere from $250,000 to $250,000 just for reaching a rank. Really what reaching a rank means is that you've helped move a bunch of product and all of your team has also benefited and they've reached ranks as well. You can't succeed in this without helping other people. So that's really fits our ethos as well. You have weekly bonuses and monthly bonuses. So monthly tends to be more residual and weekly tends to be more about, you know, are you doing the work now? You're getting paid now? Are you sharing and introducing people and they're buying product? You're getting paid for that right now. And the monthly stuff is really what you're building up over time. So it's just fantastic. Couple of other slides here to go through. The 30-day success plan. If you do start with us, we will help you to be successful. And we have a 30-day success plan that we encourage everybody to basically just duplicate. So there's 2 examples shown here. The first one is if everybody, you and 3 friends or contacts purchase a 1250 plan kit, at the end of 30 days, you would be ahead over $5,000 New Zealand. That's after you've paid back the $2,200 for your product. So you're ahead $5,000. I actually don't really know of any startup where you could say you would be more than double ahead in your first 30 days than what you invested. Like, I don't know of any. And in example 2, if you a bit more conservative, but if you and 3 people were purchasing a 500 kit, you would be ahead almost $2,000 after you had paid back your initial investment, and thinking then you've got all of that product to retail. Unbelievable. So we help everybody really get started on the right way. So we have a roadmap for success, which is about making a decision to be part of this, to get involved at whatever level suits you. There's no pressure. We definitely don't do hype. We love the science backing. Means we don't have to do any hype. We just get excited and passionate. We have all the support and training, as we've hopefully demonstrated tonight. Come to our Monday night calls, hear about the testimony, start to catch the fever, the vibe of this product, and get free as quickly as you can, because it allows you to do so much more with your life that's really in line with your own values. We have all of the support, resources, and training for everything from the essentials to support, that's all product information. We have a brand new, beautiful customer experience pack that we're going to be revealing this month. So that'll be more than just a customer care checklist, but it's going to be really helpful for everybody in supporting their customers. For entrepreneurs, we have everything about the how-to, and for executives, it's everything about leadership and how to train teams. So we have it all. And as we showed earlier, we do have lots of beautiful new tools. The results one's going to be phenomenal. Steps to success, etc. So we have 2 more slides to get through. We've got our grand opening events in Australia and New Zealand. So Gold Coast on the 13th and 14th of July. We would love you to make a commitment by purchasing a ticket to either the Gold Coast and or Auckland in July, and know that you have a full 12 months from that opening event, which is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be spread out over a couple of days. There'll be guest speakers, there'll be trainings, there'll be lots of giveaways as always. There'll be a lot of fun, lots of schmoozing, dinners. The owners are coming all the way over. So you get to meet Shane and Laura and Tyler and everybody from corporate. And then you've got a full 12 months to really get this thing going and set yourself up for life. So don't hesitate, but I would just say don't wait too long. Like if you're feeling this now, just get started right now. And we believe this is the ultimate game changer. From our perspective, we've got a breakthrough product that has unlimited scope for helping people in an untapped global market, and independent lifestyle with also unlimited scope, so you can really set your own standards. What I love about the lifestyle and the product and the company is that you can see down there on the left, no company operating concerns. You don't have to have a co-develop a product. You don't have to outlay money to invest in producing, supplying the demand of that product. You don't have to put millions of dollars on the line for as the corporate does. Basically, we get the benefits of all of that hard work that they're prepared to do. They take all the risk, and we get all the benefits. So the only real risk, honestly, is how to make a decision and feel supported, and know that there really isn't a risk, because you've got everything covered from objections to full support. So we'll leave you with that. We just look forward to 2024 and beyond, and we again reiterate this is the opportunity of a lifetime, mostly because you'll be working with us. Just kidding. But hopefully it's speaking to you through our passion. So how are we doing for time? Oh my gosh, pretty good.
Okay, good time.
Any questions? The larger the kit.
I don't think we had any questions that I didn't already
Yes, thank you
cover.
for that. The larger the kit, the lower per bottle price. Yes.
Yeah, that was huge.
Can I just share that really quickly again? We have that document here, which again is on our website. So if you just go on here to the website, just down from these 2 presentations we've just shared with you, we've got the enrollment guide, so how to do it. It's a step-by-step guide, because it can be a bit confusing in the beginning. So literally, if you just leaf through here, you'll see what to do, what not to do, how to do it. But over here in the New Zealand price guide, you'll have the cost per bottle for every single for retail and for wholesale. So just here, as Jen was saying, the startup kits, for a kit 250, you're looking at about $61 per bottle on average. And for a kit 1250, it's down to 44. So seriously good savings by getting, you know, a bulk amount of product. So
And part of the reason for that is that, you know, with this phenomenal back office and personalized website, that's just a one-time setup fee, and it translates into around $209, $210 New Zealand. If you're spreading that across 9 bottles, that's one thing. If you're spreading it across 50, that's another. And I think that's what I find is part of what drops that per bottle price.
Definitely. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, if there's no questions, we can let everybody go.
Thank you, everybody. Good to see you all as always.
Wonderful. So let's do this again next week. Please invite. We put this on for everybody else so that we can help you and help your teams be educated and informed. So please just support us too.
Yeah, get to Thursday.
Yes.
Wait till you see. Wait till you see what's being created.
You're gonna
Thank
love
you,
it.
everybody.
Thank you.
Nobody ever wants to
leave. You just have to shut us off.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.